match is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Los Angeles, California, Melina.
Now that I got you right where I want you, gonna twist you up and tear you up and not you, break you so that it takes you 6 months so we can berate you. Oh, that's the end of you, that's it, that's the end of you. Tell me jump ship, 'cause I'm a psycho and I'm crazy, and if you're too close you're gonna get it. Everybody down, I'm coming around, coming around, coming around.
The following handicap match is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Los Angeles, California, Melina. And the opponent, the superstar, and Mickie James.
Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, and we welcome you to Raw live tonight from Austin, Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas, JR. And this is gonna be one of the biggest Raw events ever. I can't wait.
Neither can I, King, and I know these Raw superstars can't either. They're ready to go out and show these fans why Raw is the greatest brand in sports entertainment. tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I just sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's gonna go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
There's the reversal! I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set a foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. and without them, would all be out of a job.
Why?
Look at the confidence radiating off this superstar.
All I see is an overconfident superstar who's throwing away the match by not following up.
3.
And there's a little something for the crowd. The best
4.
superstars never ignore their fans.
The best superstars also finish off their opponents instead of giving them time to recover.
Why?
I know you're not gonna win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
Show off all you want, but it's not gonna win you the match.
No, but getting the crowd behind you can certainly give you the edge.
2.
This is a mistake, JR. Everyone knows that overconfidence
3.
costs superstars matches.
That might be true, King, but all I see is a very confident superstar who's got everything going his way.
Why?
This match is going to continue
2.
until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster. And that's a fact.
Talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game. And is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King.
Yes! That was an incredible move! What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple. I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way! I can already tell this is going to be a great match. And I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. After some of...
And here's the pin!
1, 2.
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
And there's the cover!
1, 2.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King. Melina's such an amazing young talent, and what a rag. What a great addition she would be to the women's championship picture.
I can't imagine there are many things you could add Melina to that wouldn't make them better, JR. I could think of one or two right off the top of my head. I can think of one or two right off the top of my head.
Yeah, and if I know you, King, you better keep them to yourself. This is a family program, you know.
You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match.
Well, I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. Think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are gonna cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tape.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again.
Excellent counter. What ring presence. I'll tell you what, King. The WWE Superstars are about the greatest athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually...
Athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean?
Athletes you'll find in any sport, period. Athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just...
Athletes you'll find in any sport, period.
What do you mean, just about, JR? Can you actually think of anywhere else that you can see athletes of this caliber?
I was just going for a little humility there, King. I'm not surprised it was lost on you.
There's the pin!
1, 2.
What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, And I'm happy to say, didn't King, I had high expectations. And I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they... Here's the cover, JR!
1, 2, 3.
Boy, Melina's one of those divas you just